Are they able to find any kills, though? There's the Agamotto from Spark Chief. They do trade it, though. And Adios. I mean, just the follow-up damage is there. Penny Parker, though, dropping a lot of those mines, keeping everybody healthy. So those also back into it. Rack Attack and Ultraviolet also going to be back into it. Meanwhile, Light trying to get some damage. Spider Sweeper onto the point. Rack Attack able to find one on the Clone. That's huge. Also, Mantis Ultimate here keeps that Penny Parker healthy for now. Just running around the point, making sure that nobody can cap it just yet. Meanwhile, Nocturnal back into the fight. Light goes aggressive. Can they find Light, though? Nocturnal desperately needs to find this kill. He's going to dash up top and away from the fight, but he's going to be out of it for now. Meanwhile, here goes aggressive. Adios, Spark Chief on the point. Takes down Hotsick. It's traded. Adios for Hotsick. Cal on the backside. 1v1 with Light. Who wins that? Snipe from Light with the spear. Spark Chief on the point is well able to find Rack Attack. Trying to find Ultraviolet now. At the moment, it's just Nocturnal on the point. Pop Skills with fun. Able to find one. Clone Man trying to dash around. Dives back down on the Nocturnal after wall riding or wall climbing. That's a huge kill for Euphoria, who are up in this fight, but everybody's low. They don't really have any healers here. And Energy have secured the point again with Penny Parker, who has come back from the spawn, who has dropped that mine deployer. And Light has the Bast ultimate as well. Nobody's even won this first fight, and yet there's so many ultimates. Kill from Rack Attack again. Zelos has the recipe, wants to use it, though. Cloman's going to go down. They secure this objective so well with the Penny Parker, and it's displaced Euphoria.
Getting flashbacks to the end of that last point, Dustin. It's just straight back and forth. Down goes Light to the hands of Fun FPS and NRG as well with the Penny Parker here. I absolutely love that pick, just being able to hold this point down so well and see if they can manage to do so. They need this if they want to come back in this series. They do not want to be going down 3-0 right now. And they'll be entering this fight with a few ultimates of their very own as well. Same for Euphoria.
Yeah, I like this swap from Cal over to the Black Panther. He's been playing so well alongside that Psylocke for Euphoria now. 30% of the board. In a situation where it felt like they were in control at points, Hotsick, every time he came back to spawn, just kind of denied that objective and played it so well. Meanwhile, Fun, does he want to go for this early dive? He's just kind of scouting at the moment. Now here comes the Dark Shot from Adios. Clone stunned and slept. But meanwhile, Nocturnal goes aggressive on Zelos, finds him, but he's going to have that res in a moment because of the team up. He's just going to wait for that res. Nocturnal here, ready to pounce with the Black Panther. Black Panther goes through. Can Zelos live for long enough? No, just going to go down. Meanwhile, to the point, Mantis ultimate from Eris, but it's going to be down Zelos, who's unfortunately left in the dust. Can they find the kills? It looks like they're doing so quite well right now. Even without Zelos, they committed so many resources into taking down that Adam Warlock. It's cost them on the objective. Ultimate from Nocturnal, very interesting in this case. Can he find kills? Recall from Light. Comes back through. Nocturnal to find one kill. Eris going to go down. But everybody's back here now for Euphoria. And they control the objective.
Yeah, Zelo's going down right there, but Light and Adios being able to clean things up. Adam Warlock, Ultraviolet popping the res as well, bringing back both of their duelists. And Ares manages to go down. I'm not sure exactly what happened there, but Spark Chief taking down both Nocturnal and Rack Attack.
Yeah, that could be huge. Cal towards the point, trying to find the final blows. Gets Adios as well. Cal has really been such a flexible player. Has been the reason why Energy has won at points, and they've been able to come back pretty well. Cal did fall off the map, though, in this case, but Energy secure the point again.
Yeah, and they're getting to 90%. Penny Parker as well, just mines everywhere all over this point, right? It is so hard to approach this, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be tough. At least you don't have to deal with a Spider Sweeper just yet. 60% of the board for Spark Chief. Nocturnal, meanwhile, getting caught out by Cloman, has to dash away. Also, Magic comes through, has to go invisible. So they've done a good job forcing out cooldowns from Nocturnal. But Spark Chief's going to die in the Penny Parker, just trying to go to the point. Bro looked a little bit lost in that case. Cloman going aggressive. Born again from Zelos will bring Spark Chief back, but nobody touches! Oh. Nobody touches! Oh my god. Euphoria 9. They didn't even touch the point. Now we go to Eldritch Monument. Tied up.
Yeah, that was definitely winnable if someone could just manage to get a touch right there, but no one able to touch. Very unfortunate for Euphoria, but it's okay. Don't let that break them down. They can still secure this round right here, but that is just not what you want to see right there.
They use Zelos' Karmic Revival too. They use his ultimate, man.
Yeah, they burning that and just not being able to touch as well, and they would have been able to come back with Bast and Mantis' ultimate as well. They had so much resources and just not able to touch. Very unfortunate for them, and they would have been able to go up 3-0 in the series, but they can still take this map right here.
You know, Hansik's been playing incredibly well on this Penny Parker. You know, I did not think on this domination that we'd see too much Penny Parker, but because I guess of these square mission areas, it's always it's very strong for Penny Parker that doesn't have to really worry about the area of space, I guess, because you don't have that pillar that you do on other maps and other dominations. One is just straight up a square objective. Now here comes an aggressive push from Eris and Euphoria. Spider time on the inside from Hansik. He's just trying to make sure that it's going to be a lot of damage coming through onto everybody here. And they're going to get the kill. Adios trying to come back up the stairway is going to go down to Mines. Nocturnal, meanwhile, onto Eris, able to find one more. Cal as well as Zelos. It's one-sided at the moment. Sure, you get the reses coming through from Euphoria, but Ultraviolet and the rest of NRG are playing this quite well. Eris going to go down on the backside as well. Light able to find Cal. At least that's one. But in this case, how much more can he find? Finds Rack Attack. Doesn't get the reset too. Gets stunned and deleted by Fun. And that's a reset again for Euphoria.
Yeah, Light doing Black Panther things, just securing 2 eliminations there, but too little, too late. And this might just be what NRG needed, right? A lot of momentum going into this map as well. A lot of ults across the board too. And as I say that, Spark Chief takes out Cal, though. That is a big elimination for Euphoria right there. The Dent and the Butterfly coming out as well for Nocturnal. But down goes Ultraviolet. Nocturnal managing to get 1 elimination. Down goes Rack Attack as well. No supports for NRG right now.
Yeah, trading backlines at the moment. It seems like Euphoria came out on top for now. Audios, though, does fall low. Got the Dark Child ready to go. Lucello's able to find Hansik. Ultraviolet also with the ultimate going to res Hansik back into this fight. Ultraviolet's going to go, or Zealous is going to go down meanwhile. To Nocturnal. Goes back and forth. Now Dark Child versus Nocturnal. Going to go down fast as well from Light. Able to get 1, get 2. It's just Cal and Fun, but they're able to get 2 more. So sort of coming back. Clowman with the ultimate going to come out on the point. Has some over health. Still in control of the objective, though, is NRG. Fun trying to stagger, trying to delay. Can anybody touch it? It's going to be Cal keeping this point under control for now. Can he find any kills, though? Does get Clowman and stays on the point. Never mind, he gave it up for a moment, but Euphoria finally in control. Hansik comes back now. Does he want to back on out of there? They're going to be down 1 for this fight. Cal is gone, so is Clowman, but Clowman can probably make it back faster on that Venom, so they're going to play it slow for now. Meanwhile, Light goes aggressive on the Penny Parker on the high ground. Does get the final blow onto Hansik, who really couldn't do anything in that case, just being danced around by a Black Panther. Meanwhile, Light just going up, avoiding all that damage. Going to recall as well, back into it with the team up alongside that Magic, able to get back in a way. Make sure he can get some heals to stay healthy. Also wait for his cooldowns to come back up. Now, NRG in this case, missing Hansik. Being dove upon is Ultraviolet. Does Ultraviolet have the passive? No, he doesn't, so that is going to be... He's going to be out of the fight. The Adam Warlock, meanwhile, towards the point. Spider Sweeper. Or rather, Hansik trying to control the objective with the mines. Adios going to go down to Cal. Also, Mantis ultimate from Euphoria. Going to lose Adios in the middle of that. Fun backing up and away from the fight for now. They're going to be missing Rack Attack on NRG's side. Surely they could have used him. He's going to be brought back with that passive as well from the Adam Warlock team up. Now everybody's towards this objective. Euphoria able to get Light. He's going to be going down. No Adam Warlock reses in sight, so Light will really be out of the fight. In Fun again onto Zelos. These dives have been purred from the Venom player of NRG, who secures the point, and Clowman now has to back on out of there.
Fun FPS is actually, he has been such a versatile tank as well. We've talked about Nocturnal being, or my apologies, Cal being versatile as well. So is Fun FPS just being absolutely amazing on the Venom right now, harassing everyone right now. They just need some, oh no, down goes Fun.
I don't think he had the swing. It was at a tough angle with the roof above him. Maybe he just couldn't get a swing there or didn't have off cooldown. Now, meanwhile, Clowman goes aggressive onto Rag Attack, stunned by the Penny Parker. Ultraviolet with the res, also going to bring back Nocturnal, who just got 1. Cal as well with 2. Meanwhile, Audio desperately trying to find Rag Attack. Will find him. The Rag Attack gets brought back by the res. Rag Attack again after the res goes down, but he's got another res because guess what? This is definitely very balanced ability with Adam Warlock bringing back Rag Attack 3 times in that instance, who is still alive. And I believe, well, actually, he finally got taken down for the 3rd time, I believe, in that instance. Has to come back now with the ultimate. Meanwhile, Eris pops the Mantis ult to stay healthy, but not until Fun FPS collapses onto the Mantis player. And NRG have finally done it. They've won their first map in the series to go 1-2. We got a series on our hands now here, Hank. It's been a close map indeed.
That's the first map as well we've seen Adam Warlock played out, and it played into the favor of NRG, right? Definitely very useful for both teams, just being able to provide constantly, right? Fun FPS, very well deserved MVP right there as well. Light, 46 eliminations and a loss as well. That is tough.
Yeah, it did feel that points him and Adios were really the ones doing something. But, you know, I think in this instance, it was so close. I mean, it was so back and forth. Obviously, you could tell the Penny Parker got massive value on the map. I mean, it just seems like on Hydra's Charteris base in Hell's Heaven. I mean, it's just so tough to deal with the Penny Parker who's getting control of that point. And also, Nocturnal. You know, that damage cannot be understated. 25,000 damage put out with 52% accuracy. I mean, Nocturnal has been a standout player alongside the rest of his team. But it makes it so crazy on domination. I mean, as we saw with the team up, with the reses, I mean, you get, if you're a Mantis player, you could be resed, was that like just twice in a team fight while being like one of the fastest characters in the game. You just get back to the point super quickly. So, I mean, these domination maps are going to be chaos. They're just going to be chaos, man.
It is definitely chaos. Just so many fights throughout that entire match, just so back and forth, right? And as you were saying, Mantis being able to be brought back twice in an entire fight out of Morlock and just bring his entire team back as well. And Mantis can hold her own as well when she is brought back in a 1v1 as well. Just being such a mobile, fast character, right? Being able to damage boost herself and her team as well. Just such strong strategist too. I'm wondering if we'll see Adam Warlock ban again here potentially going into this map 4. I'm not too sure about that one.
I mean, it depends. We've seen 2 dominations so far, and I think that's where the Penny Parker shined the most. Obviously, that's where Hodsec was really, really good on it. We can't see that map again, so it's going to be tough, I think, for them in terms of the decision-making process, because we saw previously on Convergence, and we're surely going to see like a convoy map or something in just a second here. We saw previously they played the Namor, they played more of a pokey composition, and I think playing that dive comp could potentially work. Maybe if you go to a Convergence map where you could set up on first point, but it's always going to be tough, especially on these convoy maps where, you know, characters like Moon Knight can come out. You know, we saw Moon Knight group previously in that combination on Aegisil Path, so it's going to be a tough decision to make for NRG. But obviously, like you said, they got to feel good about the composition. They finally got a win over Euphoria, who in other instances looked super good, right? They looked really clean on the convoy maps.
Yeah, definitely looking very clean. We saw a whole lot of dive comp throughout this past match, right? With the Venom, the Black Panther, the Psylocke, the Magic as well, right? I feel like that Limbo portal as well, being able to allow the Panther to just teleport back in time, right? Just adds even more movement to an already so pesky character that is so hard to deal with, right? And I believe Light pulling out the Black Panther, Kyle adjusting to his very own, just whipping out the Black Panther too. They managed to take this one home, right?
Yeah, that goes to sort of, we talked about the team ups in terms of, is it really worth it to run that Limbo portal? But now let's take a look back at that map to check the highlights out, and then we'll go to a short break. So I'll see y'all in just a bit.
Trapping all those fighting souls, but yet across the world I see you standing in my way. I remember the time, the place we used to fight, like the sun and moon, and I wonder if ever there was a time that we were friends. The night has fallen, shadows looming, and yes, that time has come for me to seek you out. We are set now for our last reunion. Break the chains, find your way, come find me. Do you remember who you really are? Show me that you are still the only one for me. I'll be waiting for you. Please, yeah, open your bright, raising up Endlessly chopping all those fighting souls, but yet across the world I see you standing in my way. I remember the time, the place we used to fight, like the sun and moon, and I wonder if ever there was a time that we were friends. The night has fallen, shadows looming, and yes, that time has come for me to speak you out. We are set now for a last reunion. Break the chains, find your way, come find me. Do you remember who you really are? Show me that you.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Marvel Rivals Invitational. My name is Dustin, joined by Hank the Tank. Today, Hank, obviously, the series has gone the distance so far. You know, it's 2-1 at the moment. Not the full way just yet. Obviously, it's best out of 7, so neither team is on that map point necessarily. So NRG has kept competitive. They're still in the series. They just won the previous map on Domination. We'll have yet to see what the map pick is, but I think you pointed out how their pick bans or the protect ban system went very well this time. You know, obviously they could get rid of some very important heroes, and it seems like they did a good job matching the Black Panther with Cal alongside having a Psylocke in Nocturnal.
Yeah, Black Panther and Magic and Psylocke as well. Even the Black Panther, just that team up as well, adding that extra mobility, that extra portal as well to just be able to get out of jail free card, basically just being able to get out already on top of so much mobility for Panther. Panther just has, I feel like Panther is the strongest duelist, the strongest dive duelist in Marvel Rivals, right? Just being able to get in, get out, get your abilities back, just secure so many eliminations at once and they can't even touch you, right?
Yeah, that character is unbelievable how hard it is to hit. I mean, we talked about Spider-Man maybe being like a close second in terms of like how unkillable the character can be, but I mean, yeah, you can just run up walls, you can dash on through, you get over health, you get pretty much everything you possibly would want on that character with the shields and stuff. It's so tough to kill Black Panther, like you mentioned, and for both Cal to realize that, and then also for Light to play it on the map was definitely huge. I think you talked about how, you know, on the side of Light, it's tough because I think he had nearly 40 elims, right? He had nearly 40 eliminations in a loss. Pretty tough.
I think it was 46 actually, unless I am mistaken right now, but that is a lot of eliminations for a loss. It's been 3 very back and forth matches, right? We haven't seen any blowouts so far. I feel like this is the most competitive series we've seen of the entire tournament, and it'll only get even better in the grand finals after this match. It's 2-1 right now, Euphoria being up. I feel like either team could take this one home right here. I'm very curious, as we've been saying, to see whether Warlock will be banned again. I don't think we'll be seeing any Iron Man, Hulk, Strange, any of that action, but I'm curious to see whether the Warlock will keep thriving or if he will be banned.
Yeah, I don't know, because both teams obviously like running it. So the big thing is, I think, also getting, you know, as good as Light has been on Black Panther, I suppose that's a limiting factor for the Black Panther, I guess, comparatively to where, you know, you see Light on Star-Lord just from across the map, you know, beam you down, right? 2-clip you or just generally play very, very well. Whereas if you have Light on Black Panther, he's limited by range, right? At least with Light, you can kill him when he's on Black Panther, right? At least, like, maybe sometimes he'll be close range with you, or you could just live for long enough because Star-Lord just does a little bit more damage maybe than Black Panther at points. So it does seem like at least you have that matchup. You can at least get him off the Star-Lord. And, you know, I think yesterday we talked about how some of these top Star-Lord players are super hard to deal with, right? You got Light, you got Super Gomez on Star-Lord who have been nuts. You know, you got Cal and Nocturnal who could play the Star-Lord to a high degree, but, you know, it's interesting to see if, you know, both teams opt into playing the Adam Mantis comp yet again.
Yeah, so we're heading over to Shin Shibuya Convergence, the Psylocke Protect and the Venom Protect, 2 heroes we have seen a lot of throughout this series as well. And the Hulk ban, nothing new from NRG, and the Hala ban for Euphoria. I don't believe we'll be seeing any of these heroes, any of the Hulk team up so far. And the Moore ban, that is very interesting. The Moore, a bit of a substitute as well. We've been saying maybe if you are a Hela player, Namor is a good secondary, and down goes Star-Lord. No more Star-Lord gameplay as well.
Yep, they just want to get that out of Adios's hands, or sorry, Light's hands. And Adios obviously going to hover that Psylocke, understanding that maybe they needed that on the previous map. I think that's probably the point of emphasis for sure. And, you know, I think going to the No More ban, that definitely bodes into the, you know, make sure Light can do as much as possible on the Black Panther. Make sure you can get more value out of it. Obviously, you know, when you have Namor, when you have Hela on the map, it's just easier to kind of deal with these dive compositions. You can just kind of phase away with invulnerability on Namor. You know, you can also throw down your turrets, your little squid boys, to kind of shoot anybody that comes in and dives on you. So it's a very tough character to deal with. So it kind of makes sense why they banned him.
Yeah, those little squid boys that you were saying are definitely very pesky to deal with, especially as a dive melee character like Panther. Very hard to deal with and get rid of. So I agree. I feel like that is a very good ban right there. Hotsick pulling out the Penny Parker, a very underrated hero. I feel like just really being able to hold points down like this, right? Just absolutely take control of it. It is very hard to approach. And it looks like Audios is going to be pulling out the Psylocke. I don't think we've seen Audios on the Psylocke, right?
Yeah, he played Mantis, or not Mantis, sorry. He played Magic.
Magic.
Yeah, on the previous map where, you know, he can play that character. They saw Nocturnal play as well as he did on this character. Maybe that's why. Oh my god, a lot of damage coming from Clement. Clement kind of caught out of position, has to go with the 1v1 with Nocturnal flying away now. Nocturnal gets some heals. Meanwhile,